I made a trip to a Chinese supermarket just for the core reason so that I can have some interaction with them. And I wanted to, like, originally I wanted to get it on tape, but I'm gonna be honest, I chickened out, you know. But I did get a lot of candies from there, you know. So that's what we're gonna do today. Uh, I'm gonna check them out, taste them, review them, and yeah. So I ended up buying a bunch of them, and I'm just thinking like they're probably like, you know, this guy drove all the way to here just to buy candies. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't. Maybe it wasn't too weird, you know. But yeah, I think I have about 9 items. Okay, so let's start with this. Let's start with this. Okay. Now, I'm just assuming. Okay. I mean, I'm not. I'm just assuming if this thing made it all the way to Dar es Salaam, and people were like, "Hey, you know, we need to get this thing in Tanzania because people are gonna eat it." I'm thinking like, this biscuit has to be really popular, so it has to taste good, right? I'm really curious. So let me open this up. All right, so this is what it is. It's like it has a thin layer of I don't know what you call that, icing. Okay. I can't even read you like all the ingredients. It's all in Chinese, and I'm not really good with characters. It's not so bad. Like, I could totally have this with tea. You know? Um, yeah, this will like be really nice with some tea. Or even if there was no tea, to be honest, I could just eat it as a snack. Okay, moving on to the next item, which is this wafer like thing. It is a wafer, you know, you could tell it from the you can tell that from the image right here. Interesting graphics, interesting design. I love chocolate, so I think this is probably gonna be the best thing that I got. Let me see. This is what it is. Hmm. Very nice. So there's actually two of this. I'm gonna save another one for later. I don't know what to say. Um, yeah, I like this one. Really good. Moving on to the third item, which is this one. So it's like I think it's like a jelly of some sort. There's a very strong smell. I wish I could read like names of these things, but they're all written in Chinese characters. And it sucks to say this, but yeah, I'm really bad with characters at this point. I'm not even like paying that much attention to them because my whole goal is just to get the speech first, you know, get familiar with the speech and a little bit conversational. Because it just like it makes sense to me, you know. As when you're a kid, you're not like thrown with a pen and pencil, and no one is gonna teach you how to write any language right away. You're gonna learn how to speak first, and then you get to the writing stuff. Yeah. Okay. Alright, this looks really interesting. It's like this. In the picture, it seems like this biscuity thing with something with a cream-like thing. inside. Hmm. This has a really interesting taste. It's not what I expected. And there's no cream. There's no cream, by the way. At least not the way that, you know, not the way that it's, not the way that it's shown over here. Not at all. So, no cream. Imagine Cheetos, but just with a slightly sweeter taste and not that cheesy, you know? That's what it tastes like. Okay. Alright, so this is the next item. It's a lollipop. Alright, so that looks like an average lollipop, you know. I wish I could like tell you more about what this thing is. Well, there is something 4.3% in it. How do I get this thing to focus? Yeah. Yeah, good lollipop. It's a perfect lollipop, I would say. The simplest type of a lollipop. Though I cannot associate like what taste this would be. I would say cherry. You know, maybe, yeah, cherry. Alright, so I'm gonna get back to the lollipop later. Let's open up some chips. This looks like, I've seen this thing before, like it's those cheesy biscuits. I just cannot associate, I can't just put a name on it, but I've seen this thing before. Just not in this packing, but I've seen it somewhere. There you go, that's what you have. Yeah, I think out of everything that I've had, like this is my favorite thing. I can see myself getting addicted to this thing. You know, it's like that thing that you just wanna munch on, you know. But this can even get your mouth dry really fast, so definitely like keeping a glass of water or a soda will make the experience a lot better, I would imagine. But yeah, this is definitely I could eat like all day long. Alright, so next on the line is this one. So we just had like a chocolate version of it, and I think this is like a cheese version of it. You know, you can see the cheese on the wrapper. There it is. I've never had a wafer that has a cheese flavor, so wow. Like, this is some good stuff, you know, and all of these things, I would say like all of them have a very distinct taste, except for the only taste that I felt like I'm very familiar with was the lollipop and the chocolate wafer that I had. But every other thing had like a very distinct taste that you just know you haven't tasted. You're not familiar with this taste, you know. It just feels like Chinesey, I would say. I don't know if that's the right thing to say, but this thing by far has the most unique taste. I mean, I've had wafers before, you know, chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. Never had a cheese one. this is the next on the line. I cannot tell what this thing is, but it's something related to corn. You can see he's happy, smiling, you know, and yeah, winking as well. So let's try this thing out. Alright, so this thing looks exactly like this one. You know, we just had this one. I'm trying to get it to focus. If it didn't focus, which I would imagine like many of the rappers like didn't even have a proper focus. I'm sorry guys, I'm recording it from my phone, so yeah. Okay, so remember like with this one, I described it as being like Cheetos, but just sweeter and creamy. This is just like Cheetos. The only thing is that it's not as cheesy or spicy. You know, it's a little bit bland, but the texture is very similar. And I'll also say the taste is close to that, but it just doesn't hit that spot, you know, the way Cheetos does. Interesting. Alright. Yeah guys, so that was the last one. Right now I really want to just have some water and wash my mouth because I just ate so much snacks all at the same time. Tell me guys, have you tried these things before? Maybe you're someone who is watching from China or who has been to China and tried these snacks. Or maybe you're living in a different place and you have a Chinese supermarket and they're selling these things too. So give me your thoughts, let me know what you thought. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video guys. Bye bye. Not bad at all actually.